This conference will now be recorded.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us this afternoon for our agency overview. My name is Melanie Jackman, and I work for Montgomery County Women's Center as part of the Community Education and Outreach team. So today we're going to be doing just a quick general overview of our agency and the services that we offer. And if you're interested in volunteering, I'd be happy to give you some information about how you can get involved with us at the end. All right, so our mission at Montgomery County Women's Center is to lead the effort in preventing domestic violence and sexual assault through crisis intervention, assistance, advocacy, empowerment, and social change. So this is a huge mission that we strive to meet every single day. And truthfully, we could not do this without the community, our community partners, other agencies in the community, as well as our volunteers. We actually operate with a pretty small staff. We have about 85 employees. So to be offering the amount of services that we do, we could not do it without the community support and volunteers. So we are extremely excited that y'all are here today. All right, so just a quick overview of the services that we offer, and then I'll go into depth about them. So we offer an emergency shelter for victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. We also have a crisis hotline that is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer counseling and support services, case management and financial coaching, domestic violence and sexual assault advocacy and accompaniment, legal services, transitional housing, education and community outreach, as well as a resale shop in the Woodlands called Something Special. So our emergency shelter, we house men, women, and children who have been victims of domestic violence and or sexual assault. Clients are housed up to 30 days, including meals, clothing, and activities. Our capacity at the house for survivors is up to 75 people. But with COVID for the last year, we've been full at capacity with about 30. We offer case management and counseling as well at shelter. We also run support groups, domestic violence education groups, social skills groups, life skills groups, and things like that. And our shelter is ran 24/7 by resident advocate staff at our shelter. Our crisis hotline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our hotline staff do interviews over the phone for victims, including to get into our shelter and our transitional housing program. If we don't have space at our shelter, we're able to give them information for other resources in the community that may be able to assist them. We also do safety planning and crisis intervention over the phone. Advocates are required through our hotline, or requested through our hotline, sorry. And we'll talk a little bit more about what our advocacy program looks like. But our hotline staff go ahead and screen our requests for advocates and send them out to the hospital. Our hotline is also available to offer other resources in the community, such as food pantries, utility assistance, rental assistance, anything like that. And a lot of times people think because it's a crisis hotline, you can only call if you're a victim of domestic violence or sexual assault, and that is not the case. We are fully open to accept calls from anyone in the community. If you have a friend or a family member or a coworker who is experiencing domestic violence and sexual assault, and you're not really sure, what to do about that, you're in crisis also. So whether you're calling as a friend or family member, or you work professionally in the community, you are welcome to call our hotline anytime and request resources. All right, counseling and support services. So our counseling department primarily is housed in our Woodlands office. We do have some counselors that come up to the Conroe office as well to provide counseling, individual and group. Our counseling department consists of licensed social workers, licensed counselors, and as well as interns. Individual and group counseling is provided to primary and secondary survivors of family and or sexual violence. So what this means is if you have not experienced domestic violence or sexual assault, but someone in your family has, whether it's a child, a spouse, a partner, a brother or sister, and you feel like you are in need of counseling or support services, you are more than welcome to call. If we have space available, we will absolutely serve you. Services are provided to males, females, and gender minorities, both to children and adults. Counseling services are provided free of charge. Our counseling department also offers support groups. We offer support groups in English and in Spanish, as well as for teens. in a wide variety of topics. We also have Grace, who is amazing at our Woodlands office, and she provides case management and financial coaching. So what this is for our non-residential clients. So these are for individuals who are not staying in our emergency shelter or our transitional housing program. They may currently be in an abusive relationship, but still needing to access resources, and we can provide that for them. I forgot to mention that for counseling also. You don't have to have left the relationship to receive any services from us. So if an individual is still currently in that abusive relationship, but is looking for counseling services or needing support in making the decision to leave, they can absolutely access case management, financial coaching, and counseling services as well. Our case manager and financial coach can also offer community referrals and assist with finding services for rental assistance. Maybe they need assistance with prescriptions, affordable medical or dental services, or food assistance. They also assist with crime victims compensation applications with VINE. So VINE is victim information notification every day. So if the abuser has been arrested and is currently being detained, you can sign up for VINE to receive notifications when that person is going to be released or moved to another location. It's a great service. So we can assist you in signing up with that. We can also help with breaking leases, utility waivers, safety planning, and crisis intervention. Our case manager also can help with housing. So whether this is needing to find emergency shelter potentially, and they're not, really wanting to call the crisis hotline, or they're wanting to speak to someone one-on-one or see someone face-to-face. They can also help with navigating transitional and or permanent housing, including the application process for that. Our case manager also offers financial coaching. So this is individual and group sessions. So they cover topics like, what does financial abuse look like, recognizing if you've been a victim of financial abuse, assisting with creating a budget and a savings program, helping them sign up for a bank account, learning about spending and healthy spending and saving, and all of those types of things. Advocacy. So we have 4 advocates that work out of our Woodlands office, and these advocates are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, responding to hospital accompaniments. So basically what happens is, if someone has been a victim of, generally it's sexual assault, but we also will assist victims of domestic violence for advocacy. So if they show up at the hospital and they are there for a sexual assault exam and looking for assistance, then the hospital will ask them if they'd like to have an advocate come and sit with them. And if they say yes, then they will call our hotline. So again, our hotline is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So the hospital will give us a call and say, hey, we have someone at our location that is looking for sexual assault advocacy. And our hotline will go ahead and connect an advocate, and we will respond generally within the hour. And what that advocate does is they sit with the victim. They let them know that they are not alone. They provide resources and assistance. They help kind of navigate the process. The forensic exams can be quite long depending on the resources of the hospital and what's available. And our advocate will stay as long as that client is interested in them staying. Sometimes they get there and then it's too much and they don't really want the advocate to be there. So the advocate will wait in the waiting room for a little bit, check back in with them. They generally will wait for about an hour, hour and a half before they leave. If the victim does want them to stay, they will stay as long as that process takes. So sometimes that can be hours, 4 to 6 hours sometimes, and our advocate will stay with them. They leave a packet with them of information about what services we offer, and they connect them or let them know how to connect with us after this process is over. So in the coming days, weeks, or months, if that person is interested in follow-up services, we can assist them with that, whether it be counseling, case management, even their family members, and all of that. Generally, it's a lot of information and can be quite overwhelming. So we always make sure and do follow-up calls and try to connect them to services as best we can. And then our advocates also assist those victims with crime victims compensation, VINE, breaking leases, utility waivers, all that sort of stuff as well. Let's see. Legal advocacy. So we are extremely blessed to be able to offer legal resources free of charge. So we have 3 staffed attorneys and 2 legal advocates, as well as a legal assistant that helps our legal team. So legal advocates assist with the intake process and safety planning with new clients. They also help with filling out crime victims compensation applications if that is what's needed by the client. Because our clients are victims, many may face legal issues that could drastically impact their future and safety. So we're really, really lucky to be able to offer these services. Our attorneys help with family matters, so that can be protective orders, divorce, child custody, and other family law matters. And this is for victims of domestic violence and or sexual assault. Transitional housing. So we have an amazing transitional housing program called Reaching Pines. It's an apartment complex that services victims of domestic violence and or sexual assault. Again, this is the only program that we have that does have a fee associated with it. We're partially funded through HUD, so we have to follow their guidelines. There's an application process, and eligibility requirements are they must be a survivor of domestic violence or sexual assault. They must have full-time employment. They cannot be in imminent danger. So this means they cannot be currently being stalked or pursued by their partner. They have to be in a safe place. Generally, this is not someone who's coming directly out of our emergency shelter program. This would be someone who potentially has gone into another transitional housing program, or someone who is a little bit further along in that process. They must own a vehicle. Where our transitional housing program is located, it's not on a bus route or anything like that. So they need to make sure that they have transportation to be able to get to and from work, and they must meet the HUD income guidelines. We do have an application process. So, you can go on our website and find out more information about that. This is up to a 2-year program. It's a really, really amazing program. So it's up to 2 years. When the clients arrive, are accepted into the program and arrive, they are provided with a fully furnished apartment that meets their requirement. So if they are a single individual, it would be a 1-bedroom. If they've got kiddos, we can accommodate up to 3 bedrooms. So they're provided with a counselor, a case manager, and a coach. They are provided with monthly community meetings, as well as life skills classes, financial coaching. It is required for them to complete a financial education program during their stay with us, and they are required to attend monthly case management sessions. The kids are required to obtain counseling through our counseling department. It's up to the women whether or not they want to participate in counseling. Most do, but it is required for the children, so they must agree to that. So like I said, they get a fully furnished apartment. And the best thing about the program is that when they graduate out of that program and they're ready to leave, they get to take everything with them, down to the last nail in the wall if they would like. So every decoration, every pot and pan and plate, all the furniture, all the linens, all of that. So it's not something where they're having to restart. We're giving them that extra push that they need to be able to move forward. We also have a community education and outreach team. So our community education and outreach team primarily goes into schools, middle schools, high schools, and colleges, and provide violence education programming. So we provide a bullying curriculum. We have something called Youth Empowerment Program, which is a 6-session curriculum. We mostly go into health classes and things like that because it meets their curriculum requirements. We also provide personal empowerment program, which is an adult version of our empowerment program. We have domestic violence discussion group, which we team up with the DA's office to provide. We also do one-time presentations or special presentations, such as agency overviews like we're doing today. Because of COVID, we've transitioned a lot to online programming, although we are back in schools providing in-person education as well. We also do general community presentations for any community group. We've had homeowners associations, different community groups reach out and request presentations. So if you're interested, please reach out and let us know. We would love to work with you guys. We also do professional development. So throughout the year, we'll provide professional development opportunities for people who do this work as well. Okay, we also have something special, which is our resale shop. So this is located in the Portofino Plaza next to Sam's Club in the Woodlands. This is a really, really special program. So when I was talking about our transitional housing program, I talked about how our clients receive a fully furnished apartment. And all of the furnishings and decorations come from donations from the community from our Something Special resale shop. So if you're looking to support us and you want to just clean out your closet, or you have some old furniture you'd like to donate, we want you to know that it is going to victims. Purchases made at Something Special. So if you'd like to shop to help out, that's great as well. All of the money, the revenue from this store goes to help our shelter and our transitional housing program, which is pretty great. So you can donate, you can shop, you can do both. Our hours at Something Special are Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's the address for you, and feel free to stop by. We've got some really, really great stuff. All right, so here's some contact information for us if you are looking to reach out. Unfortunately, I put the wrong phone number for our crisis hotline. So our crisis hotline is 936-441-7273. Feel free to write that down, 936-441-7273. Our business office is 936-441-4044, and you can reach our counseling office by dialing that same number, but extension 23. You can also follow us on social media. We have a Facebook page and Instagram. We're very active. We have an amazing YouTube channel featuring different presentations that we have done over the last year or two, as well as other videos from other YouTube channels that meet our purpose. We also have a great Pinterest page. If you guys are on Pinterest and you'd like to poke around, we have some great boards that you can follow, and we're constantly updating all of our social media. If you are interested in volunteering, please feel free to check out our website. Let me see if I can go here and I'll show you where you can go. Okay, so our website is mcwctx.org, and we've been updating it. So there's some great information for you. Here's some information just about us. This is where you can find all of the information about the different services that we offer. Here's some information about our education and outreach team, as well as annual awareness campaigns, information about Something Special, and how to get involved. So here's some information about the different volunteer opportunities that we have. Because of COVID, we've been limiting our volunteer opportunities. However, I have heard from Fiamara, our volunteer coordinator, that we are going to start opening up other volunteer opportunities. So if you're interested in staffing at our resale shop, you can do that. You can also help with office administration tasks. You can go through additional training and assist in our crisis hotline. We have child care activities. So when our transitional housing folks come over for group, we offer free child care. Cooking classes, you can assist with making food. So our shelter cook is only there Monday through Friday. So if you like to cook or bake, that's an opportunity as well to be able to help provide meals for weekends. So by cooking casseroles, baking cakes and cookies for birthdays, and then organizing donation drives is another really great way. Right here, you can download our volunteer application and fill that out and email it to Ciamara, who's our volunteer coordinator. Not sure if her information is down here. And here's some more information about different opportunities to volunteer. You can also go here to donate online. So if you're interested in making a monetary donation, you can come right here to this page. You can donate here to urgent and immediate needs, or possibly towards a scholarship. Here under shelter needs, it talks about what our current shelter needs are. So right now we're in need of things like AAA batteries, baby monitors, umbrella strollers. We are really in need of toddler beds and portable cribs. We're always in need of ladies' clothing, including tank tops, t-shirts, yoga pants, sweats, joggers, sports bras, full-size toiletries, Ziploc baggies, all sorts of stuff. We also have an Amazon wish list, so you can click here and it will take you to our Amazon wish list. You can order straight from there and then it'll ship directly to us. If you are interested in fundraising. We just updated this page. It's got a lot of really great information if you're interested in organizing a fundraiser. So there's Facebook campaigns, a bike walk or run, activities for sports teams. And I would be happy to assist you guys in planning and implementing a fundraiser for us. You can also go here to upcoming trainings and events, and we keep this updated with the different events for this year. So today, right here, you're at the agency overview. We also have personal empowerment program, which is starting tomorrow, and that will be a 6 session every Wednesday for you to find more information about healthy and unhealthy relationships. And any of our fundraisers will be linked on there as well. Apply to be a volunteer. So you can submit all of this information and CMRO will get back to you and let you know what other things are required to be a volunteer. And here's our contact information if you need that again as well. So the website is a wealth of information for you guys. All right. Do we have any questions? Okay, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. So thanks again so much for joining us this afternoon. I hope that you enjoyed the presentation. Feel free to share our information with anyone in the community. If you have other people that are interested in volunteering, we'll be hosting this agency overview every month starting this month. So we hope to be in contact with you and let us know if you need anything. Thanks, ladies.